So, what is up, everybody? It is your God here with a remastered version of What If Goku Was Betrayed. If you guys didn't like the last version of this, so I'm gonna bring you guys a remastered version. Cause I don't want to disappoint you guys. I don't want you guys telling you guys that you hate me. I just want you guys to enjoy my videos. So, let me do another version of this. I'm really sorry if you guys didn't like it. I'll try my best to make you guys really happy, make you guys really like this video. Now we're going to take a different approach for this video. Which picture should I use? Okay, we're going to go for a really angry picture. Wait here, guys. I'm going to go look for a new sand transformation. And oh yeah, I believe some of you guys are confused about when I say Omni God transformation. This is his Omni King transformation. When he descends past Ultra Instinct. If you guys are wondering, this is what I was talking about. Now, this is what Goku's gonna start looking like after he gets betrayed. So, let me get into this video. The way Goku's gonna get betrayed is by everybody on Earth. This is where one day Goku is doing his typical training. This is where Bulma and everybody, even Vegeta, comes to this meeting. They're like, Goku. Bulma would say, 1. Even though Goku's strong, he's way too much powerful. Most of the things that happened, it is his fault. Chi-Chi be like, yeah, but that's my husband. Chi-Chi. Who stopped Gohan from studying all the time? This is where Goten and Gohan will be oblivious to this, just so you know. This is where Trunks will say, yeah, they could have been much stronger. This is where Vegeta will say, they never would have been fighters and they wouldn't never got into it. This is where everybody was complaining that Goku's the one that made most of them die. If it weren't for him, none of this fighting would never happen. They all start to explain. This is what he said. But this is where Chi-Chi would say, but if Goku was never here, you would have never met Vegeta. And your knowledge wouldn't surpass what it was before. So what she would say, I really appreciate Goku for that, but besides anything else, I really hate him. She starts to explain. This is where Chi starts remembering that how dense he is. That he didn't even notice that she was cheating on him with another regular dude. Yep, she was. But Goku's oblivious to this. And he's seen it. He thought that was just Chi-Chi's friend or something. He's like, oh, hey, Chi. Let me show you the exact same moments. He comes in and he sees a man with his underwear on. And he has a 4-pack. So Goku thinks that he's a warrior or he can fight. So where Chi-Chi would say, oh, hey Goku, thinking that Goku's gonna get mad and he's gonna be like, but you this, that, and the third. But he says, oh, you're strong. Are you strong? Being so oblivious that another man's in her house. And so she starts to think about how Piccolo was more of a father to to go to Gohan. This is what she like, cause Gohan learned so much from Piccolo, and Piccolo actually stood in for him. Don't worry, they didn't do the nasty. But, and this is where she'd be like, yeah, I don't want him here anymore. This is where Whis and Beerus would be sitting back. No one knows they're there. Not even Vegeta. They hid their presence so well. This is where Beerus would start digging in his ear and start to walk out. That classic walk. And Whis would walk out too. She was like, this is where Beerus says, so, want to get rid of Goku? This is where Beerus says, 1, I can't allow that to happen. 1, he's my most strongest fighter. 2nd, without him, we would have lost the tournament of power. This is where Vegeta will come in and says, without him, they would never be a tournament of power, she would say. And so where Beerus will start looking back. And this is where Whis thinks this is a bad idea, but she can't go against, Beerus' words, because he's her advisor. And so where Goku stop training, Vegeta will let out some energy, not on purpose, but on accident. This is where Goku will alter instant transmissions there, and this is where he would fall. And he says, oh, hey guys, what's up? He says, so what we doing? And Goku would say with a smile on his face. So where he said, Chi-Chi, I finished the crops. And this is where Chi-Chi would kind of think that it's not bad having him. Just that. And this is where she says, yeah. This is where she looks at She looks at Vegeta and Beerus, and she says, yeah. This is where Vegeta would dash to Goku. And Goku would dodge, because he wouldn't go into Ultra Instant mode. He would just some effects some effects of Ultra Instant would leave behind. This is where he would dodge. Vegeta hitting the wall. This is where Beerus will come at him. This is where he would start flying. This is where he said, oh, Beerus, what's going on? This is where Whis would come from the back. And Whis not really wanna help them, would start going easy on Goku. This is where Goku would go for a kick on Whis. Whis would block it. This is where Beerus would go try to tackle him. This is where Goku would see an opening and grab Beerus' foot. And he starts to swing Beerus rapidly, doing that same motion and him creating a tornado. Not one that can damage anything, but a small tornado. So when he's doing that, he throws Beerus at Vegeta, hitting Vegeta in the stomach, making him cough up some saliva. This is where Whis thinking he kind of improved, but that's not gonna save him now. This is where Whis goes in full speed, trying to knock Goku out. This is where Goku, out of thinking that this is a real fight, this is a fight to the death, will try his best. So where he would this, it's a move where he flash steps. Let's call it the flash step. And he flash steps behind Whis. This is where he starts to give her a barrage, but from the back she is I don't know the gender. I know he's a he, but let me continue. He starts dodging from the back, going really fast, moving out the way, and showing that because as at this point, Whis would turn on his Ultra Instant or his Mastered, and would be dodging Goku. Goku not noticing that ultra instance on her would then fall back after Whis kicked him in his stomach. Most powerful kick, making him fall back. So where Vegeta would come in Super Saiyan Blue evolution, him being able to control his form, and Goku would not have his Super Saiyan transformation on, and this is where Vegeta will grab him, put him in a choke, an arm lock, or where you put your arms in a bent like motion, and you put them behind someone's arms, and then put your fingers into a grip like motion and hold you there. That's what's happening. This is where Beerus would get up after the head injury that he got, and would quickly go and Hakai Goku. This is where he would Hakai Goku. Now, let's say some unknown force, but they can't feel that unknown force, not just yet, would take Goku out of the universe that he's in. Not the universe, but the zone of the Hakai place that he's about to go and never return, but then brings them into their own dimension. This is where a hoodie, small like figure, the same size as Grand Zeno, will start talking. And this is where Goku will be like, "Who are you? And where am I? Let me go do something." Yeah, so he says, "Who are you?" Grand Zeno says, he is Grand Zeno, but an earlier, more powerful version. He says, "My identity has nothing to do with the situation." Because Grand Zeno would love Goku at this moment. Because Goku's kind of like a son to him. Because, the Zeno that's a child Zeno, he thinks that Goku's like a big brother to him, or a brother that he never had, just the way you know. So the Zeno that's older, that's traveling in an unknown place, like he would take Goku before Goku can be erased by existence, even though he can take him out of the Hakai zone anytime. This is where Goku and Zeno would start to talk, and this is where Zeno would be like, "You need to train," he would say. This is where Goku would be like, Train? I'm already training." Zeno just was looking behind him. I'm sorry, guys, that my phone is about to die. But Zeno not looking, and Goku already training behind him. This is where he would look back, thinking that is old classic Goku, and that the Goku that he still remembers would always train like that. This is where he'll be like, but you're doing it all wrong," he would start to say. This is where he would start, where his infinite knowledge start to fix Goku's posture. This is where he would start to do something. He would start flowing energy to Goku's brain, because he noticed that Goku's so dense and he didn't realize what happened. This is where when the Omni King will do that, this is where Goku would start to understand what was happening, because him being oblivious to everything was doing bad on him. And now he noticed that they weren't trying to spar with him. They were trying to end his life. This is where his Saiyan motion will come in, or his Saiyan counterpart will come in. He will start to gain dizziness, him stumbling back, him grabbing his head, saying "No!" This is where he would go into every transformation that would ever that he ever went through. No, first false Super Saiyan. No, first Kaioken, then false Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan, then Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, and 4, so far and so far. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken, Kaioken times 5, Kaioken times 20, and continuing. Then Ultra Instant, Autonomous Ultra Instant, Ultra Instant, and then Mastered Ultra Instant. This is where the Omni King, figuring that that's not enough power for Goku to gain revenge because Whis and all the other angels can easily take him out. Not alone just knock him back. This is where, let's go back to Earth. This is where Gohan and Goten was soon to get back. So where they seen Goku just get Hakkai'd. And they would kind of know what that is because Goku told them that Beerus emits a purple energy, and when he does that, he destroys your whole entire existence. This is where Gohan, out of pure instinct, knowing that his dad just got Hakkai'd, would dash, hit Beerus with a side leg. Beerus just not recklessly, easily blocking and pushing Gohan back. So where Goten would just dash off, trying with his because he's short, let's say that, and he's not that really tall, he has a advantage. So he starts, when he does a move that Goku did, not the Tournament of Power, the move that he was going for hits. And he does that same move, and so where he does a barrage on Beerus, turning into Super Saiyan 1 to 2, giving him a barrage, pushing Beerus back. This is where Beerus would zoom up, smack him, making him flow back. And so where Gohan and Goten would start screaming at their top of their lungs, charging up their ki to the best of their ability. This is where Gohan would straight up go into Super Saiyan 3, Goten as well. So where Gohan would use a different fighting style. No, Goten will use a different fighting style. Because if his hair is long, he decides to do something. He gets himself in a T-pose. And he starts to spin, until there's a mini tornado of his ki. And because of his ki is in a tornado, he would hop out of each tornado that he would make. And so where he start kicking the energy tornadoes that he keeps making, hitting Beerus. Vegeta not really interfering because he was kind of wounded because of Beerus's head, and that Beerus's head to the thing, because Beerus would go in full power, and his head to his rib kind of shattered it. So this is where Gohan would start throwing his energy tornadoes at Beerus, really wounding him. This is where them noticing that Beerus is like unscathed. This is where Gohan and Goten would see that they have. Goku gave them 2 of the Potara earrings. You guys don't know what I'm about to do, because they're still in their Super Saiyan 3 transformation. And they both get 1 of the Potara earrings, and they put them on. Beerus zooming, trying to stop it. So where they both fuse, and they turn into something called, their hair goes white with a longness. But it's not more powerful. It's the same strength as Super Saiyan God. This is where they would start to fall. they would fly over to Beerus, start giving him a barrage of punches. And this is where Beerus would start giving them his own barrage of punches. Using this move I'm gonna create. It's called the kick of the dancing kick. Yeah, I know the name's kind of lazy, but bear with me. Goku starts no, not Goku. Beerus starts to like dance with his feet. While he's dancing, he's dodging every single one of their attacks. And this is where he would bring up his foot in a ballerina way, kicking Goten and Gohan. What should I call him? Go to 10. Go to 10. Yeah, go to 10. Yeah, go to 10. Go to 10 up into the air. So where go to 10 would go up. This is where Beerus would do still his energy blast that it starts to hit everything. But this is where Whis will start to disable all the energy blasts that were gonna hit Earth or were remotely close to Earth. And only he didn't disable the balls that were going for Goten and Gohan. Gotenhan. Yeah, Gotenhan. Yeah, let's do that. And so where it would hit them. It being a full 30 minutes of them fighting. This is where they would fall, deactivate. So where Bear says, learn your place, they would say. Them not really activating Super Saiyan Blue or anything like that. This is where the Omni King would then shove all the memories of what just happened into Goku's brain. Goku getting really angry. And this is where, boom, the Omni King will give him all of his power and his life force, thinking that Goku needs to do this for the threat that's coming on its way. This is where Goku will start to fly. And this is where all these rings will start to spiral around him. His body changing significantly, turning into the body of space. It's where Goku would open back the portal. The portal opening. And this is where a dragon-shaped energy, a galaxy-shaped energy that was Goku's will start flapping its wings out. This is where Goku would look, and then it disabled, and everybody can see that it's Goku. His power was so immense that this is where the Grand Priest even had it grab Goku. When he grabbed Goku, his hand started burning, but he had to deal with it. He grabbed Goku, Vegeta, Whis, and Beerus and teleport them quickly. This is where they would teleport into Zeno's lab, or where Zeno sits. His power would be so immense that it's starting to shake the very fabric of the zone that they're at. This is where Beerus would be scared shitless. He's like, I kite him. But what? What the hell? And oh yeah, I ceased to say that. And when you were in that place, one minute stands for 1 year. That's how that's how slow time moves in that place. So it's been 5 minutes. No, it's been 1 hour. So he's been in there for, I'm not gonna specify, but he's been in there for a very long time. This is where Goku would say the two Zenos come out. This is where Goku immediately would get out his rage, slowly turning to Super Saiyan. No, not Super Saiyan, Master Ultra Instant. This is where he would rush A Grand Priest, thinking that he's gonna do something bad, would try to stop him in a last-ditch effort, making a barrier, but the Goku would just blast through that quickly. So where he would go onto his feet and then hug the two Zenos. The Zenos, not knowing what's going on, would hug back. This is where they can see that Goku's crying for some reason. This is where, you know why Goku's crying? Because he has such good memories with the Zeno that's up there, and the Zeno actually enlightened him, showed him things that no one, showed him kindness that no one ever did, and this is why he was crying. This is where Zeno would be like, Goku, why are you crying? This is where Goku would bring them into a tight hug. So he says, I never leave you ever again. Because he understands that the Zeno up there gave his life force and all of his power to Goku. So this is where Goku would be like, would touch both their foreheads and enlighten them on what just happened. This is where both Zenos would get angry. They would start, their powers were so immense, not activating the ability to erase everything. This is where they would look at Vegeta, Beerus, and not Whis, because they know Whis had to take orders from someone. So where he's like, they would look at them with hateful eyes. They'd be like, you are now relieved. Them in a dark demonic tone, I would say, you are now relieved of your duties to be a destroyer god. And therefore you, Vegeta, would be stripped of your power. They would say with a deep, demonic look. Blood starting to leak out both their eyes. Make signs of them being really angry. This is where the Grand Priest would jump back, knowing that the Zenos would never activate this power unless they were really angry, which was never. This is where they'll be like, this is where Zeno would start to walk. This is where he would grab Beerus' face. And right now, the two Zenos would fuse right now. And they will be the same height as Beerus or Goku and be able to grab Beerus' face, clutch it. And to Beerus thinks that that's a big hand. And the Omni King is really, really big. And he grabs on his face. And this is where Beerus starts to shit himself. Like, you can hear the noise, and this is where I'm sorry if you guys love Beerus. And this, what if he's a traitor? So this is where he would take his power and then just throw it, not accidentally throwing it into Goku, it hitting Goku, and Goku gaining the powers of the Destroyer God. And Goku going back into the same form, but this time his hair is red. The energy around him is red, except for the universe. Everything about them is red. Him transcending into a new form with that mode. Going into this, let me see another form. Going to a kind of like this form. His shirt's ripped off, so though the lines that you see right there are imprinted on his chest, and the same mark goes there, but the rings are around his forehead. It's kind of like, it's like this. So, now it's kind of like, yeah. It's kind of like this. It's like that. And but his hair is not red. It's just the same color. I should make it look that. So let me continue. This is where Beerus starts to turn old, going to his original age, and this is where he would the Zenos would let out their hands, Hakkaiing Beerus away from existence. This is where Goku noticing that they're going on a rampage. He would look at the Grand Priest thinking the same thing. This is where they would boost. Goku grabbing onto the Grand Priest, hugging him, restraining him, making sure that he can't move. So he would say, "Calm down," he would say. Not wanting Grand Zeno to erase everything in existence. So, Zeno would stop, turning into the two Zenos, and him collapsing because of the powers that were just used. Let's call this the Blood-Eyed Zeno. That's the transformation that's called the Blood-Eyed Zeno. So that's where they stop on their rampage. This is where Goku would quickly bring them to their seats. Whis following Goku, because he's now bound to Goku without Goku even knowing. This is where he puts Goku, the two Zenos, in a chair, their advisors, making sure that they're comfortable and everything. The guards, I mean. Why do they need guards if the Zenos are way more powerful than the guards combined? I'm confused. Or the guards stronger than him. I'm not going to question it too far. But this is where Goku would walk up to Vegeta. Vegeta starting to leak the floor. Goku would just smell it and be like, "Oh!" And this is where he says, "What about your sand pride?" This is where he would grab Vegeta by the shirt, disabling Vegeta's arms. This is where he'd be like, "Goodbye," throwing him straight down to Earth, making a huge crater from where they are to Earth. And this Vegeta would look up. He says, "Goku is way more stronger now." To Bulma. And this is where he starts saying, "Goku is probably..." And this is where he starts saying, "Goku's probably stronger than both the Zenos combined." Him telling them, he's like, "You guys don't stand a chance," he would say. And so where Goku would teleport to Earth, seeing the state that Gohan and Goten are, because they've been knocked out for a long time, about an hour. He would grab them, and he would start to leave. This is where Chi-Chi be like, "Don't take my sons!" And this is where Goku says, "Or what? I'll put you on child support." This is where Goku would say, "One, I am the strongest being in the fabric of this whole entire multiverse. And if I were sent to jail, I would destroy the jail and the weakling Earthlings." I would start to say. No, not him. Him, yeah, Goku would start to say. I'm sorry if I keep saying I, because I keep going into third person. So, he would say, "And if you try," going into a deep demonic voice. Whis standing behind him. If you try to do anything, Vegeta's arms are disabled. I can disable all of you guys. You know what? I would not dare to I would heal Vegeta's arms. Because I know that just on his strength alone, he would never be able to match my strength. I have the strength of the Omni King on my side. I start to say. Not I. Goku. I need to stop doing third person. And so where he'll be like, whoa, goodbye. Starting to leave. I swear. I would say many, many years passed, and Goku hooked up with Caulifla. Yep. And they had a son. That son's gonna be Fleefla. Go Fleefla. And that son can tap into Ultra Instinct. He goes into this kind of mode, kind of like it. His aura is the same exact as Ultra Instinct, but because he goes into Broly-like states, not like a rampage state. Like he goes into the legendary Super Saiyan. His hair turns into. His hair is like this, but it turns green. If you guys can imagine what I'm saying. So, let me say that Goku is actually living a nice life. Him saying that the Omni Kings are actually his two sons and everything. And this is where the Omni Kings do something that was shocked to Goku. They decide to give their life force up to Goten and Gohan. This is where he says, why would you do that? And this is where, once they gave it to him, they come out. Not like releasing their power. They're saying that they can still come out. It's just that they just gave them all his power. And they're going to be on a staying status of Goku and Master Ultra Instincts. They're more powerful than all the angels and all the gods. That's what they would be saying. This is where Goku would be happy that they didn't die like the old Omni King did. I'm still remembering him. And oh yeah, I forgot to say that there was two of them. I'm sorry, I was reckless and I was being stupid. And I forgot there's two Omni Kings. And that there was two of them. Or they could have fused and stayed short. Yeah, I'm sticking with that. So, this is where one day Jiren would come to the palace. This is where he would say, "Son Goku." Goku not really surprised about his visit, because he really read his mind. This is where Goku says, "You want to find your killer, and you want your dad back." Jiren not knowing what to expect of Goku says yes. Goku doing it. First bringing back his dad and then bringing the same killer that killed them in front of them. This is where they say it's a dark master energy that's similar to Black's but not black at all. It's actually a bird-like figure with dark purple, black, light yellow eyes. And this is where its arms turn into humans, and Jiren sees it, grabs its neck before it can even move, like crushes it, and its head goes flying off. Goku quickly erases it. This is where Goku says, "Your other wish, bring back your father." And Goku, not really wanting to interfere with a heartfelt moment, would take Jiren and put him into a separate room, or teleport him back to his room and put him inside his room or something. Goku being happy, and that's where I'm gonna end it off. And I hope you guys enjoyed this remastered version. I hope you guys liked. And if you guys really want to see more of Dragon Ball Z What Ifs. And oh yeah, I forgot to say something. Thank you, Team Salad, for giving me such positive comments. And also dumbass what ifer. I know you guys are in my comment section, and I really appreciate you guys for that. And this is where I'm gonna end it off. I'm sorry, guys. I accidentally pressed pause.